Hi, my darlings. How are you? This is going to be for my Sagittarius, and this is going to be a message for whenever it reaches you. To everyone stopping by, darlings, you know I receive you all with open arms and an open heart. Please know I deliver these messages to you from my heart to your heart always. Please take what resonates and leave what does not, okay, darlings? I will be using the Simplicity Tarot deck, and then I'll pull you a card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. So, Sagittarius, let's see what message or messages we have for you. So Sagittarius, this is for you. We have the Strength card. You got self-control, you got courage, you got strength to overcome anything that comes before you. You got a heart of fire. Okay, Sagittarius? You're bold and you're adventurous. You got the Strength card. You got the Nine of Cups. Your wishes and your dreams are coming true because of the strength that you have. You knew everything was going to work out no matter what. You got the Nine of Cups. We got the Page of Wands. The reason why that happened is because you had some creative ideas. You got the Page of Wands. You can get yourself out of anything that you were in. Not too long ago, you were all tied up. This is in the past. Okay, you were all tied up. You were in a situation you wanted to get out of, and you had free will. And most likely you got out of it because this is in the past. We got the Eight of Swords. We got the Knight of Swords here. Something came in really fast for you. I mean, maybe that's how fast you got out or whatever it was that tied you up. It brought in a shift to your environment. That's the Knight of Swords. We got the Justice card. Now you're feeling balanced. You know what I mean? I mean, you were always setting out with an open heart. You're telling the truth. You got integrity. And because of all those qualities, things are working out for you. You got the Justice card. You found balance again. We got the Seven of Coins. You might be a little, concerned. We can use the word concerned about finances or something that you invested in. The thing about it is, don't let that cloud all the beautiful things that are happening for you. Because when we find ourselves in the way, in a negative place, we can make or we can create things to happen, okay? We create things. It all starts with us. So don't bring in no negativity. If you find yourself thinking something negative in regards to whatever it was that you invested in, just stop for a minute, and change that thought. Okay, babies? You got the Seven of Coins. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You got the Magician. The reason why you ain't got nothing to worry about is because you're magical. You got everything you need, babies. You got your heart. Your heart is full. Okay? You started loving you. You got the Magician. You got all the tools, all the resources you need to accomplish anything you're setting out to do. You got the Queen of Cups. There might be a water energy somewhere in your environment, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or maybe with everything, excuse me, even though everything seems to be, these are good cards, I mean, there was a shift, things changed, but for the better, it could still make you feel a little emotional. That could also be the energy of the Queen of Cups. Okay, so maybe, and also about intuition, you need to start trusting yourself, okay? Listen to your intuition. You have that gift and you need to follow it. I remember, years ago, this is a little story. I can only give you stories that, that were part of my life. But many, many years ago, and trust me, none of this stuff affects me. I can speak about things and it's not for pity or sympathy or nothing like that. It's just to share how we can overcome things, okay? Or when we don't listen to ourselves, what happens? So many, many years ago, I was about 16 years old, and I got away from school, and I met up with my friends. I was supposed to meet up with my friends to go to the midday cinema, the theater, right? To go see a movie, go see a picture back in the day. And I remember that day I had on a white dress. And had I thought about everything that was taking place, I should have left. There was a part of me that I felt that was telling me, you need to leave. I was the only one standing there. The streets were dead. It was like nobody was anywhere. And it was a weekday. And I was standing there, none of my friends showed up. And next thing I know, somebody stuck me up with a knife, and pulled me into a yard and in a house, and there were 5 other people waiting, 5 other men. So listen to your intuition. I've always found whenever I went against that feeling, something happened. It's a warning. This is your inner knowing. So we need to start listening to ourselves. Okay? So then we got the Queen of Wands. And of course, you are the Queen of Wands. You got courage. Oh my goodness, don't you have courage? You got a lot of ambition. You got a lot of drive. You know what I mean? You just want to go, and you can create beautiful things. You got the Queen of Wands here. We got the 4 of Coins, we got the 6 of Cups, and we got the World card. The 4 of Coins could be about balance. This particular card here says something about greed and control. Maybe that's what tied you up not too long ago, because we got the 6 of Cups next to it, and the 6 of Cups is about the past. So there was something that you couldn't let go of not too long ago. You were holding it really tight, but guess what? You put an end to that. You brought everything full circle. You were able to release whatever it was that you couldn't release. You were able to let go because you loved you enough. You got the 4 of Coins, you got the 6 of Cups, and you got the World card. You achieved things. Okay, babies? And then we got the 7 of Cups. You got some opportunities coming, maybe some wishful thinking, things that you're desiring, that you would like or you want. Use your intuition, man. Come on now, you're magical. You can make things happen. You just got to know they're going to happen. Visualize it, picture it, speak it. And when I say speak it, don't go telling people. Keep it to yourself. Write it, but speak it out loud. You got the 7 of Cups here. You can have some opportunities, or maybe, like I said, maybe you're wishful thinking. Maybe you're trying to manifest things. You got the High Priestess here. Use your intuition, okay? And keep some secrets. And then you got the Ace of Wands. Babies, you all have a brand new creative beginning here. There's something beautiful headed your way. And it's all because you did it. You got the 7 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. And now, we got the Hangman, we got the Page of Swords, and we have the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is about sadness from a long time ago, It could be whatever it was that had you tied up, whatever it was that you were holding on to that you couldn't release, Things that maybe you haven't faced as yet. But I'm asking you, or I'm saying that from my experience again, the only way we can overcome things is when we face them. Whether you just speak them aloud. Ain't nobody got to hear it but you. Write it down, and then you can tear it up, you can burn them, you can do whatever. But get it out. Because if not, there's going to be sadness that's going to be sitting there. Okay? Face things. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You think anybody's perfect? Huh? Do you know how much crap I've done? Huh? Man, if I could tell you so, I could. I have done some really foolish things in my life. Things I used to be embarrassed about, I can now laugh about. I don't care who says what, who thinks what. Oh well. That's fine with me. So babies, that stuck or that heavy sadness that you're still holding on to because of what people thought, what people said, whatever it was, is just causing delays, okay? So start facing that stuff, start forgiving yourself, start releasing it, not the people, just release that emotion. You know what I mean? Release the emotion. You deserve it. Okay, you deserve peace and happiness and joy. Okay, darlings? You deserve your heart to be full. Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, babies. So you have the Hangman, you have the Page of Swords, and you have the Five of Cups. So you do need to do some healing, okay? You do have some negative energy that's hanging around that you need to take care of. I do see that you're trying to do that, or you are doing it. Let's say you are doing it, because we're going to speak it into existence, right? You got good fortune on your side. You see, once you start facing these things within you that you've been carrying for a long time, things have a way of changing, okay? You find that certain things don't trigger you anymore. You don't have all these dreams, these like bad dreams or bad negative thoughts. You learn how to release things. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is about good luck, good fortune. Things are changing for the better, and it's changing for the better because you've gone within. Okay? You are totally deep within yourself doing this healing. You got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the Hermit, and you got the Four of Cups. Now, part of this healing does give you possibly a bit of anxiety, okay? Now remember, we're facing things that have caused trauma. You know, no matter what it was, how easy, how small, how big, whatever it was, trauma is trauma, okay? It may cause some anxiety and some overthinking, negative thought. I want you to be gentle with yourself. I know for me, I had to be really gentle because some days I would be balled up in a corner just to face all the things that I'd been through, you know. And I couldn't believe that I would get out of this, you know, this feeling. It does eventually lift. I started learning about breathing. I started learning about meditating. I'm a student of Professor Melanie's. She's here on YouTube. You guys can check her out. She has many workshops. I just did a meditation workshop with her again. That was my second meditation workshop. I got certified in astrology and Reiki. I'm a Reiki level 1 and 2 practitioner. So, we find a way. There are ways to heal. Okay, darlings? But just be gentle with yourself. If it gets too shaky, just back up a little bit. Your foundation can be firm again. All right? But you having something growing where your finances are concerned. All right? You just got to take the negativity and the worry or whatever it is away from the situation. And you have the Emperor here, which is about your stability, your leadership, you taking charge of the situation and knowing that everything will work out no matter what. You have the Three of Coins, you have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Emperor. And then I'm going to pull you a card from here. The Sagittarius. We all go through things in life, okay? These obstacles that we face or challenges that we face, they're not meant to break us and take us down, okay? They're here to make us stronger. They're here to teach us things. So the card I pulled was Snake. And I'm trying, let me get it again. Here we go. This should be it. Okay. Snake. Shed old skin. Cast off the old Reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. You know you guys have a bright light to shine. You bring that light back, you hear me? The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, you will be able to see beyond that if you are willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. I love you, darlings. I want you to take care of yourselves, and we definitely will chat soon.